This series was made possible due to the generosity of the War is Hell patrons on Patreon. Thanks for your support. We were able to work with the local ISP to get some information on that email address on one of the computers that had been messaging it. It seems that some of the messages that are being sent from it are in Farsi. We don't have time to track down who is sending from the email address we found, but we do have a lead on someone who is sending to that address. If we can send an email to set up a meeting with the person sending, we might be able to get this Iranian out into the open. We don't want to risk spoofing the email address in case it tips the Iranians off. We're heading into danger once again to get this message sent to set up that meeting.
Hello Warfighters, Warriors, how welcome to the second to last episode of this Arma 3 story series that we've been doing for quite some time. You heard Sergeant John Tipton a little bit ago explain what we're going to be doing. We're going to try to see if we can get some information about a potential Iranian who is supporting the Taliban. If there is Iranian involvement, that is going to be huge. Now, today is the last day before John Tipton ends up going home, so we're really trying to accomplish as much as we can over the next 24 hours of this series. Now, to give you an idea on what I'm doing right now is there was a friendly outpost that was near the location. Hopefully we can get a vehicle that will hold those of us who are still in the section, or at least we can get some information that will help us prepare for our attack. Now, because I'm trying to tie all of these episodes together, the casualties from the last episode, of course, are still in effect. We have not gotten any reinforcements, so our section's running a little small. We should be, we should have enough manpower to be able to complete this, no problem. Here we go. All right, so we've got somebody telling me that the enemy are not using any nearby comms towers, which is good. It means reinforcements shouldn't be a problem. But you guys may have noticed that we have a vehicle up ahead, so me and the section are moving to that to see what we might be able to find there. I can't imagine that there is going to be anybody in that vehicle because nobody has started engaging it yet. It might have been that the outpost took it out before I even got to that location. So that's a distinct possibility, and also one of the reasons why I'm not being like super cautious here. Of course, I'm trying to be careful, keeping my weapon up. I guess even as I'm moving, it's hard to be able to keep enough of a stabilized view down my sight to see what's there, so we're just gonna have to get up close. There are IEDs, which can be a real challenge, but I haven't come across any yet. And yeah, there's somebody in there, so I do think that outpost ended up engaging him before we got here. Okay, so you saw on the map we do have a little ways to go, 800 meters. Of course, with how we're moving, we should get into a position that gives us actually pretty good overwatch over the area, so we can engage at a much longer range. And that is one of the advantages, of course, that we have over the Taliban, who, you know, don't have optics on their weapons or really that much training at all. If I can get everybody into a firing line as we attack the enemy together, that should put us in a pretty good position to be able to get up close to the enemy with as few of them as possible, you know, where that advantage is not so much of a factor. Coming up this hill, we've got buildings all around, and knowing how this is set up, you really could find you could find enemies in any of these buildings. Don't want to go through the process of having to clear them out, so I'm going to try and circumvent them by not going in the middle of that compound, but just kind of staying on the edge. Of course, I will be the one to be shot at first, since I'm the one who is leading the section. Now we're at 600 meters, and I think this is where we start to get a good vantage point. Okay, so we've got directly up in front of me some more buildings, but towards that marker, yeah, we've got hostiles on patrol. Looks like we've got vehicle with an MG attached to it, technical basically. Okay. I think that patrol that I saw was just fire team sized. I could be completely wrong with that, though. Just that quick glance of what I remember. So I'll have to get up a little bit closer and maybe actually start marking some things on the map, or at least just keep a mental note of who is where. So as we engage, we'll kind of know the best way to proceed. All right, I am going to move through here. No fire yet. And maybe I'll be able to use this building on the left, this multi-story building. I think it's just 2 stories. But this might give me a good place to set my weapon and take some pot shots at the enemy. Okay, we're looking at it being clear. We'll move into the next room, and there's no stairs. What about this door? Hey, there we go. Oh, and there's not a window, I think, facing in that direction. Might not be too terribly bad if I can get up on the roof. Yeah, which shouldn't be a problem. Come on, let me up. There we go. Yeah, 450 meters is not that bad at all. Am I not going to be able to stay up there? Advanced movement up. Yeah, I guess not. So forget that idea. I ended up getting wounded too. All right, patch myself up after being armored, and then we'll just proceed a little bit closer. There might be some trees or some rocks that will provide me some cover as we engage the enemy that are holed up in that compound in front of us. Yeah, it's just frustrating. No window on the side that I need it. Okay, we've got rocks a little bit. There we go. Now it's directly in front of me. We'll start moving everybody right there. Let me make sure that we do have everyone and that they can move. Let's get up here and see if this might be a good position for me as well. I want to get the ARs because I got 2 guys with the mini-me. Rollins and Martinez. Numbers 4 and 6. Want to get him into a good position to engage the enemy. Blackburn is my sniper. We've got Johnson with his AT out. We saw a couple vehicles. One had the MG, which is right there. I wonder if that's what he's aiming at. Probably could get a shot off from here. It'd be a tough one because it's... I think what he has is... it's not guided in the same way like a javelin or something like that would be. I think it is. Just kind of like a dumb fire. I don't know. Maybe he'll be able to pull it off. We'll see. All right. I'll engage the gunner. Let's open up together. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't even see that truck. Okay, now he's engaging us. 1 shot was all I needed to down him. Driver's down in that vehicle too. We've got guys that are running out directly in front of us. Let's see if I can lead that guy. I got 1 hit on him. There you go. With him standing up, that should be perfect for me because with that bullet drop, you gotta get it just right. And you have a lot more forgiveness with the drop if they're standing up, obviously, than if they're like lying down or even kneeling. A lot of my guys have taken out a number of Taliban forces, so this has been a pretty effective firefight for us. Let's kind of go down the line, make sure that everybody is okay. Looks like they were all right. Can I set my weapon right here? I can. Got him who's prone, and him as well. Already, it seems like that there are not many more enemy forces around here. Make sure we aim higher a little bit. Oh, somebody else going down the hill. Or going up the hill. Yeah, just a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, 1 by the gate. And then I think we got the guy who was running left. Who are they firing at? Oh. there's somebody with his weapon, but it's sticking out of the wall, so it's not like I'm going to be able to hit him. I mean, that's one of the guys that I think I'm going to have to be cautious of in the next part, because we're going to have to go down into this valley and then go up the hill, which gives them the high ground, which obviously is a huge advantage for them. Gosh, this guy's going to be so hard to hit. Moving like in a zigzag way, and then, oh, never mind. Thanks for standing up. That made it easy for me. Because, yeah, he was moving like left to right, so I couldn't just aim right at him, and then I also had to take into account, obviously, bullet drop. Come on, I got to be able to do something about those guys. I might just have to get closer and drop a 40 millimeter grenade on him. Okay, but it seems like that they're standing up in a like a pattern here. Like they're timing it pretty similar. It should help me telegraph when they're going to get up. All right, one guy, I took him out, able to see the ragdoll effect from him. There is one more, and he's the one who's lying down with his weapon just sticking out from the inside to the outside of the building. And it's, unless I have some bullet penetration, I'm not going to be able to hit him. That's the guy I'm for sure going to have to move up on. Things have been quiet from the rest of the section, though. I think just that little bit was the one time that I've heard gunfire come back our way in the next bit. But seriously, we took a lot of them out. There is, of course, more that are coming in, especially with the amount of time it took for us to engage those forces and take them out. They were able to get a message for some kind of reinforcements. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that, as well as other people who are in the compound who we weren't able to see. I'm not anticipating that we have eliminated everybody. There could be some other patrols around here too that are just starting to move in. There's a lot of things that, as we make this next push, are going to be potentially problematic for us. We're just going to try and take it slow. No real rush, because if they were going to do anything like destroy the laptop, delete emails, I don't know, whatever they could do to prevent us from getting some of this intel, it probably would have been done by now. Okay, they're moving forward. Oh, we've got a small group over here. You can see where those sandbags are, and then those lights were there. But I think there was just one person. We were taking some pot shots, but it doesn't sound like it's coming from the direction of the left. It sounds like it's coming from the compound that we've been attacking here for some time. Got to make sure that I be smart about stamina, but I don't want to stray too far away from the rest of the section. So I'm going to go ahead and use it up right now. I hope somebody up there, like Martinez or Rollins, one of the guys who have the mini-me, is going to start running out of stamina too and walk, and that way I'm not too far behind. Actually, they should stop in just a little bit. That'll allow me to catch up, take a breath. Oh, somebody right at the top of the hill. Nice work, Jones. We'll see if anybody else pops out here. I don't want to keep just focused on that one area. I'm afraid I'll get like tunnel vision, blinders on horses or something, just focusing on that area when somebody else could pop out from the side or something, and I'm not focusing on that. I'll have to continue to keep my head on a swivel. Everybody's going to move up a little bit slower too, so I'm going to just walk when they are in that combat formation. They're going to bound everywhere that they end up going, even though in a situation like this, I just want to push up and move quickly. But since I can't, because the AI doesn't, we'll just keep it slow. I've only got, it's almost like a quarter of a bar of stamina, so I don't expect to be sprinting anytime soon. And the fact that I'm walking up this hill means that I'm not using any stamina, rather than regaining it. Becoming rejuvenated, I guess, is the better way to put it. When you walk on flat ground.
100 meters.
Oh, they're calling a mortar now. That is dangerous. Mortar in the last episode took out or killed one of my guys and wounded, I think, 3 others. So knowing that we've got one 100 meters away makes me pretty nervous. They fire over on the right. Oh, there he is. Got him. Okay, we'll be able to use this house for cover. I think that might have been the guy who was sticking his weapon outside of the building that I wasn't able to hit. See if we've got anybody else up here. Yep. Okay, nobody's been wounded. Obviously, that means nobody's been killed. Oh, there's somebody else just laying down right there. Maybe I need to toss a grenade up there or something. There's somebody who I can barely see. Oh, it happens even with AI too. They'll just jump out right in front of you and stop as you're firing. And so I can't be held responsible, obviously, for having shot that guy. I guess I'm prone. It's somewhere in those bushes. Oh, who threw that grenade? Another vehicle inside. Let's move to the left. There's the mortar. Oh, who's shooting me? Did I just get blue on blued that time? I literally do not see anybody who is hostile in this area. So yes, it very well could have been one of my own guys who were taking me out. I'm not that bad of a section leader, guys. At least I don't feel that way. Okay, they gonna be able to get him? No idea where he is. Let's toss a grenade of our own in there. Might have to do one more for good measure. Yeah, I don't see where he was at. Got enough of my guys right here. If he were to try and run out of the building, he'd definitely get taken down. All right, there he is. Just had to move into this building and come in from a position he wasn't expecting. I don't know if that was a person. It didn't look like it. First glance it did, but I didn't want to shoot some random piece of trash or something. Anyway, here is the laptop. That's perfect. Okay, knowing that it is here, it looked like that it was intact, no major damage. We should be able to extract all the information that we need to from it. We might be able to send a message from it to the person that we suspect to be Iranian. Now, if we can get a message out to him and set up a meeting, that is where we can stage an ambush for what might be the final mission. 2 guys have gone down. Oh, yep, that's why. Got a whole group of them down here. Okay, Martinez and Blackburn, my sniper, and one of the guys carrying a mini-me. You keep them suppressed. I will try and drop this on him. I gotta move up a little bit more, but it looks like that the elevation starts to drop. Yep. So it went far past what I had hoped. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, we've got him. What we'll have to do now is potentially move Martinez and Blackburn. Let's stabilize them just so I know that they're not going to bleed out. I've already lost one person in the last mission. I do not want to lose anybody else if I can avoid it. Okay, Martinez is stabilized. I could apply first aid.
Move up.
Ooh, somebody right there. Those shots coming from that building. Let's move Blackburn back for sure. We'll bring him behind. Oh, jeez, those guys are really opening up on him. You know what? Never mind. Let's just go ahead and take care of him right here. Again, we've got to stabilize him. I'm watching to see if any of the other team members, 4 of them that are still up, have gotten hit or anything. Harrison can go around, who is my medic, and kind of help patch up some people, but with so few of us up, kind of need every man here to be engaging the enemy, and I'll keep working on patching these guys up right now. Okay. Just make sure that the area is clear. I just felt like that building in front of us is where the fire was coming from. Yep, I could see him in the doorway. Didn't want to just rush over there, which was the smart call. Having one guy prone in that little courtyard. There's the mortar. I know I took that guy out. Okay, some of my guys are moving up. I'll take the risk. Ooh, got his left leg. Okay, he's down for the count. Let's get back to Blackburn and Martinez. We'll finish patching them up. Okay, so we'll get everybody on me. Once they're patched up, might be able to actually go and extract the data, in which case I can call in for the chopper to come pick us up, and then it's really just a matter of waiting to see if we get any response. Is this Civ friendly? Yes, this Civ is okay. If they're not, they'll pull out a weapon and start shooting at you, so you do want to check out the civilians that are near you. Okay, now we'll apply that first aid. You still got to move quick. Remember, there's reinforcements that could be coming, so time is of the essence, and so that's why with this first aid, I'm trying to do as much as I can. I think you can call the medic to help out, but I just know that the times that I have done it recently, I've been having some problems with him not necessarily responding to what I've been asking him to do, which is why I have to do this myself. So I kind of have to play both medic and also section leader.
3, heal that soldier. Copy that.
Yeah, see? The one thing that he can do, though, is when I try to heal somebody, I can only get them up to 75% health.
Ready.
But I've gone ahead and given Harrison a like a med pack, so that way he can get everybody, with him being the medic, up to 100%. So at the very least, I can get him to do that, and that should be helpful enough. Okay, there's Martinez.
3, heal that soldier.
We'll have the medic heal him too. He has a lot of first aid kits, so it really shouldn't be a problem for him to be taking care of everybody like this. The 2 ARs right by each other. If they find somebody, you can believe that they're going to get lit up pretty quick. All right, let's get up here and send that message. Okay, we don't have a AAA threat either, so that means I don't have to worry about getting a pickup, but we've got that information set out. Again, time will tell. The intel guys will be monitoring that email address, and also the traffic that goes to it, so that way we can have some solid intel for what might happen tonight. What I'll do now that I've got that information is we can call in for extract. It'll take a while for the helicopter to get to us. Pretty close to the northern edge of the map. The base that it takes off from is at the extreme south, so it has to fly through the entire map to be able to get to us. I'm worried that this might not be clear, because you can see there's one person listed on the map. It looked like he was in that building right past that gate. Oh, we've got a car coming in. That car, if they're calling it out like that, could be armed, just like the one that I took out right up there. Okay, time to move in. I am going to go left. Oh, there he is. Just standing there. Okay, that was a piece of cake. I don't think he would have gotten out of that building either. We probably could have left him, but since he was showing up on the map, it was my duty to take him out. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident that at this point, if there is anybody else who is inside of the compound, there really isn't going to be that many. So I will organize everybody around a central point to provide some 360-degree coverage of the area. Everybody watches the sector. We'll start with Johnson.
Move right.
We'll do this with Harrison.
Move back. On the way. 4. Move back. On the way. Standing by.
You gotta strategically place the guys with the mini-me's too.
6. Move right. We'll go.
I think I forgot to get ammunition before I ended up coming on this mission.
Standing by. 8. Move
I've
back.
got 4 full mags left, I think, with 21 rounds in one, so that should be enough for us to get out of here.
The message is sent, and we've been asked to meet tonight. The question is whether or not they're going to take the bait and be there waiting for us. We'll have to get to the LZ and wait to see what response we get.
Okay, so again, Sergeant Tipton said we're going to have to wait, but the message was sent. We're able to get that information. And there, I think, is that car that they had spotted a while ago that was 1.5 clicks out. It's just going to be coming down the road, which is why I've got this cover right here. Oh, and it's moving pretty fast. Try to take a shot. Gunner's down. Driver. There we go. I got him. He's just going to be driving in a circle. Perfect, and then there is the bird too, so we should be able to fall back unless there is anybody else who is coming our way. I'm not going to wait and see. Once he gets on the ground, I'd like to have the rest of the section there ready to go and to move. So come on, guys. Let's throw that smoke. Okay, green smoke so he knows it is us, and also give him a rough idea of where to land. Everybody's patched up, ready to go. This should be mission complete. So I do want to say thank you to everybody for watching this. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and also comment. Let me know what you liked about this particular video. That type of feedback is always immensely helpful. As you saw at the beginning, this is made possible because of the patrons that I have on Patreon. So one, thank you guys so much for your financial support to allow me to make some videos like this and also some other ones that you see on this channel. And also, if you can help out too, drop a few bucks to financially support the channel. Again, this is the type of stuff that it goes to, so your financial contributions really do go a long way to help out this channel. You guys are awesome. You really are. Thanks so much for watching. War is hell. You don't have to worry because Warfighters, I've got your six.